Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new Jurassic World Evolution 2 video, where today we are introducing you the Late Cretaceous DLC pack and also free update 4 coming September 15th. So only 2 days you guys have to wait, not too long to go, only 2 days. But yeah, so you probably checked out the trailer that I posted at the start of this video. Awesome trailer, very short one. Unfortunately, it's not really the DLC we were expecting. Personally speaking, I was really hoping for the leftover creatures from either Camp Cretaceous or Jurassic World Dominion to be added into a DLC. Sadly, we didn't get that. I know loads of you guys were really hoping for that as well. Unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. But nonetheless, we do get 4 brand new creatures. 2 of which are terrestrial creatures. We get a flying reptile and also a marine reptile at the same time as well. But update 4 is where it gets really interesting. So firstly, we are just going to be discussing this brand new DLC. Then we'll move swiftly into free update 4 coming September 15th. Unfortunately, this DLC is going to come at a price of £5.99 or $7.99 or €7.99, which is a little bit on the pricey side for only a dinosaur pack, unfortunately. However, within this pack you get the flying reptile of, oh my god, my pronunciation is going to be shit here, Barbaridactylus, I think it is? Barbaridactylus, yes. It does kind of just look like a bigger Geostenbergia, if you were to ask me. It's unfortunate because I was really hoping for flying reptiles like Rhamphorhynchus, you know, to just kind of appear. Unfortunately, we get a reskin or a remodel of a Pteranodon Geostenbergia type of flying reptile, so I don't really look too forward to seeing I can't pronounce it, can I? Barbaridactylus, I don't really look too forward to seeing it just because it looks pretty much the same. I understand loads of flying reptiles did actually look quite similar, but when you have creatures like Nyctosaurus, Hatzegopteryx, Rhamphorhynchus at your disposal, I'd much rather have those in the game. But nonetheless, a new flying reptile to add to the roster. Now, this is where it gets more interesting. Our first land terrestrial dinosaur, shall I say, for today's DLC is the Alamosaurus. Actually, a sauropod I did want to see in Jurassic World Evolution. So thankfully it came in Evolution 2, and we have the Alamosaurus. It's kind of like a medium-sized sauropod, but from what we can see, it definitely stands out from the crowd. Now, the skin does look kind of boring and beige, just like the Barbaridactylus. Oh, I'm gonna suffocate saying that word. But the skin for the Alamosaurus is quite bleak, quite boring. I do see there's a little bit of green going down the back of its head, so possibly that's going to be changed, as well as probably the main beige colour, that brownish looking colour. You'll probably be able to change when it comes to the skins. But yes, Alamosaurus, it's kind of like a Camarasaurus in a way, basing it off from what we can see with the Evolution 2 models. Nonetheless, it's a chunkier build of sauropod, which I feel like this franchise, and especially this game, is definitely missing out on. So we have more of a chunkier build for one of our sauropods now in Evolution 2 via this DLC. Very exciting nonetheless. So we've had a piscivore, we've now had a herbivore. Moving on to our only carnivore here, we have the Australovenator, a dinosaur that I'm sure many of you guys are fully aware of. A dinosaur that if you watched Walking with Dinosaurs, I believe it is, you would have enjoyed its appearance on screen there as well. But we have the Australovenator coming to Jurassic World Evolution 2 on September 15th, and thankfully, look at the skin pattern. I can't imagine what the skin patterns are going to be like, but the colorization for this creature is going to be incredible just because of the orange, red and blue that we have. Imagine being able to change that to black and yellows, or maybe blue and yellows, you know, stuff that match and contrast quite well. But looking at the model of the Australovenator, it does look something special. I really do like the look of it. It's something I wanted in Evolution as well, so I am very happy we are finally getting to see it. And I am actually really intrigued with its colorization. I can't wait to try that out. And now moving into our final species within this DLC, we have the Styxosaurus, a marine reptile that I was actually thinking to myself could be part of a Cretaceous DLC, but I didn't really think too much of it. However, the Styxosaurus is making its way to Jurassic World Evolution 2 on September 15th. Now, what actually happens with this is quite interesting. So recently we got the Camp Cretaceous DLC way back in March, and after that DLC, we got the inclusion of the bioluminescent Parasaurolophuses. Unfortunately, it's only available on the Parasaurolophus. Until now. Styxosaurus will in fact be able to be bioluminescent, as you guys can see from this image, and they will shine in the dark, just like what your Parasaurolophus is doing above the water. So yes, I know some people were saying previously that they want this bioluminescence on multiple dinosaurs. This is a start, but unfortunately not all of the dinosaurs are going to get it. But these are all 4 of the creatures coming through this DLC, which is a paid DLC, may I just say. Just a reminder, £5.99 for people in Britain, $7.99 for people who live in America, and €7.99 for people who live in the European Union. So that's all the paid content out of the way. I'm sure some of you guys are going to get it, some people might not think it's worth it. Personally for me, I'm definitely going to be playing it, obviously, you know, I love this game. And Alamosaurus and Australopithecus are ones that I'm very excited for. And now moving on to the free content for all of you guys that will be coming on September 15th. Something I'm sure that loads of you guys are going to be very interested about. It's not too much, but I feel like it's not too little at the same time. It's a perfect balance, and getting into it right away, something loads of people have been asking for such a long time. You can now customize and decorate your lagoons in Evolution 2. Yes, I know, very excited. We have an image here which seems to showcase loads of different decorational items for your lagoons. Now it shows 25 on screen, I assume there's another row probably lower, so maybe about 30 of them. So yeah, you can decorate them with some sort of skulls, rocks, I believe there's some seaweed in there, some bones, what else? There's some ornaments. They look really cool nonetheless, and I am very excited to finally be able to decorate my lagoons. It's been a long time, hasn't it? Something we wanted since the start of the game. But yes, not only that, but correct me if I'm wrong, I might be speaking off the top of my head here, but below the section where it's selected for decorations, we have another section here as well. Now my poor eyesight says there's a hot air balloon, but I guarantee it's nothing to do with a hot air balloon. But it seems like there's something else coming to the game. Obviously we have the signs, plants, decorational plants, we have the facilities, we have lagoons, and now we have something else. I'm not too sure what that is, but I'll do a quick little read here. So what they say is that we have new decorations that we can place around the edges and on the bottom of lagoons, which include lagoon fountains, not quite sure how that's going to work, lagoon cages, lagoon rocks, and lagoon coral, amongst many other decorative items as well. And they've also changed the clarity of the lagoon, which is something loads of people have been asking for as well. It was quite misty and you really couldn't see too much about it, but they have now changed that as a quality of life update, and you'll be able to see more in your lagoon when you go into it. And something else that I've just read here, you'll be able to move the game camera into the water of the lagoons. Finally! My goodness, that was very annoying. But yes, so it seems like we have another little extra bit at the bottom of the decorations, not too sure what that could be. I assume it's something that's probably already in the game that I'm just forgetting of, or something that hasn't been announced yet. Either way, decorative items are coming for your lagoons. Not only that, but check out this GIF right here that will play over and over and over again, which will be quite annoying for some of you, so just listen to this part of the video. But as you can see, a Pteranodon is attacking a helicopter, and all of your flying reptiles will now be able to attack helicopters in Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is awesome. It's very cool, and I wonder how the helicopters will go down if they're damaged enough. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this is relating to the Quetzalcoatlus, because it says here in the article, certain escaped flying reptiles will now attack Capture Team helicopters. So obviously not all of them, and I guarantee because of the sheer size of it, unfortunately Quetzalcoatlus will not be attacking your helicopters in Jurassic World Evolution 2. Not only that, but marine reptiles will also behave differently now that they're uncomfortable. Previously, they were just uncomfortable and, you know, they just kind of lived and had to deal with it. Now they'll actually be hitting the side of your lagoons. Whether or not you have to repair them, I'm not too sure, but it does cause damage to your marine reptiles, so they will become injured and may even die during the process. So you definitely have to meet their needs to avoid this unwelcome outcome. There will also be some adjustments to the dinosaur cohabitation preferences within this update, such as the likes of changing the relationships between both hadrosaurids and ceratopsids, as well as ornithomimids and ceratopsids. Ceratopsids can now cohabit with other ceratopsids as well, although there will be some exceptions to this. So finally, my Torosaurus and Triceratops can live together. That's all I've asked for. There are also some slight changes to the building decorations. You'll have some more things to play around with when customizing the buildings, such as some new fountains, some new planters, and many more. Not only that, but you'll also be able to change the colour of decorative lights throughout your park using a new lighting tab within the decorations panel. This new subsection will highlight all of the available decorations which contain editable lights, and you'll also notice a few new edit light color modes that will allow you to quickly easily paint lights across your park. I think this system is already in the game and you can change it, but it's all individually, so what I think they're trying to say here is that it's a lot easier that you can just have a theme running across your park in a certain area. Something small here is that there will be a new overlay for the capture mode where they'll come across like postcards and stamps. Quite interesting, I can't wait to see how that turns out. And finally, we have additional sandbox settings. There are a number of quality of life changes coming to sandbox mode in Update 4, allowing for even greater freedom in designing your very own Jurassic World. Not only have we redesigned sandbox settings to make them more readable, but your custom settings will also save between sessions. Thank God for that. So you can play the way you want every single time. You'll also notice that Update 4 brings with it more sandbox options around dinosaur traits when gene editing, including the ability to create negative traits, the ability to have infinite traits, and the ability to have infinite trait points. And there will be some new cohabitation settings as well to allow for more freedom in how you build your Jurassic World. And as we wrap up this video, the most important thing that's on here in my opinion, finally, we've also included an instant construction and destruction setting, meaning no more waiting for new buildings or attractions. How awesome is that? You click to place your building down and it's there instantly. Finally. Hopefully something like that is happening for when it comes to incubation and creating dinosaurs. I'd love to be able to just place my dinosaurs anywhere I want, kind of like Prehistoric Kingdom. But I understand that they're not going to add everything into Update 4, so hopefully that will be something that will come later down the line. Either way, that's everything you need to know for the brand new DLC that's coming on September 15th, as well as the free Update 4 coming September 15th as well. To a T, we have 4 new species, Babarodactylus, Alamosaurus, Australophonator, and Styxosaurus, all coming at £5.99. And for Update 4, you'll be able to do things like decorating your lagoons, keep an eye of your helicopters now that flying reptiles can attack them, and there'll be heaps of new sandbox and setting changes as well. Overall, this seems like a pretty solid DLC and also a pretty solid update. I'm sure most people are probably just going to be more excited for the update than they are for the dinosaurs, but for me personally, we'll be showcasing the dinosaurs on this channel, so be sure to subscribe to the channel with bell notifications turned on should you not want to miss an upload regarding this DLC and update. Not only that, but I can guarantee this is the best place to be for Jurassic news and content here on YouTube. Be sure to like the video if you happen to enjoy as well, but most importantly, all I ask for from you guys today is to make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye. Hello, hi, you, did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.